I'm a demon for Halloween because I have a big giant fucking forehead to put all these decorations on. Anyway, I wanted to talk about um cam horror stories. And I don't so much have horror stories so much as like generalizations. I.e., it's Halloween and what should I be for cam? My very first thought was, oh, Mean Girls, where it's like Halloween is just an excuse to be a skanky animal. But you don't want to do that on cam. Like maybe you could get away with being a Playboy bunny, but otherwise you're going to attract the attention of furries and guys who are going to try to get you to fuck a dog, and they're going to try really fucking hard, and you got to tell those people, no, I fucking hate dogs. I don't care if you don't hate dogs, just say that as soon as somebody comes in your room acting like they want that from you, and you will learn how to tell them who they are really fast, because just it's okay. I gotta walk around this fucking planet knowing how many people go into that room a night asking me to do that. And it's not something you can unlearn. And you're just gonna be walking around the grocery store just knowing that there are people like that sitting behind a monitor somewhere. And the only other really scary thing that's ever happened was one time this guy got an exclusive private with me. I think I've actually told this story before. It was actually pretty recent too. Um, this guy got into exclusive with me, and he shows me this girl really fast, and then he shows me himself. And he starts asking weird questions, and it's not uncommon for them to ask weird questions. Like, guys have been like, if I fly you down here, will you get fucked by me and 15 of my friends, all guys? And I'm like, no. Yeah, they're like, well, we pay really well, and I'm like, yeah, that I don't give a fuck. That sounds like that's too scary. And you're gonna get a lot of guys like that too, asking me like really bizarre requests. I have a lot of guys that like me to they want you to choke on like an anatomically correct dildo so hard that you will throw up, and it's called gagging, and like it has a name, it's so common. And there are guys who are really into that, and I don't like my customers who like that don't know, but it still kind of blurs the line of for it's not for the faint of heart. I mean, you're on the whole internet, there's some freaky weird people out there, and you have got to understand how to keep yourself in your room and everything under control, because like sometimes they will like heckle you and set you off. And you all know me. I'm not afraid of conflict, so I chew them out pretty quickly, and like that could cost you a whole room, or it could gain you some too. I've straight up sat there and been like, tip me until somebody comes in, and I mean that's how you get your good paying regulars too. If you ever start getting frustrated and start hinting at tips, like I do sometimes, you can always turn it around and make it seem like a dom thing, and you want like more submissive guys into your room, because the easiest ones to do are like guys who just want to sit there and hold up batteries to show you that their dick is smaller than a battery or smaller than a Q-tip. And then all you have to do is be like, oh, my vape is bigger than you, and it gets more action. And like those are the kind of guys that you want in your room, just because they're really easy to deal with. I think the one of the biggest parts of this are learning who are easy to deal with, and don't worry about not marketing yourself towards like the freaks and stuff, because freaks won't really pay. They won't pay extra. They think that you should just do what they want for them. It took me a little while to figure that out, because I thought, oh man, if I stop acting like I won't be, if I start acting like I won't be submissive. No, wannabe ass doms who try to pay cam girls to do shit for them will always pay the bottom dollar, and for that they get a fucking bottom dollar bitch that's actually into it. And the people who are into really freaky stuff are not the people that you want to be into really freaky stuff. You know what I mean? So, it's like whenever you hear about an Eyes Wide Shut party or something, and you go and everybody is like 300 pounds and it's like a buffet, like on Always Sunny or something. Um, you'd be pretty hard pressed to find a lot of hot people into some kind of weird kink. Um, just because, I mean, how many insanely attractive people are there, and then how many kinks are there? You know, like it's mostly going to be people who are also into it, trying to attract that kind of attention. Um, I don't mean to sound snobby, it just is like how it is. Like Google like adult diaper fetishes and like how many of them are hot, you know? So like they're going to beg you and they're going to hint and they're going to make you think that they're going to pay, but they won't. Like fetishists, like extreme fetishists, unless they pay you, honestly anybody, um make always take your money up front. And if you ask for a lot of money, you can do half now, half later. But I know a lot of people like to meet up too, and if you start advertising yourself on Twitter or Instagram or stuff, you're gonna get a lot of requests for that. And I mean, always ignore somebody who's not tipping you. I mean, you want somebody to be a mid-grade tipper too. Like you want a whole bunch of mid-grade tippers because like one really high dollar giant tipper that finds you, like they're going to want to control your whole ass fucking life. So you want somebody that just pays fair, you know, just someone normal. Like just try there like everybody is on here, everybody's doing it now. Just use discretion. Don't try to appeal to any freaky people that you're not comfortable with immediately. Like that's not necessary. It needs to be built slowly over time. Maybe at first you'll make $50 a night. Then after that you'll like slowly increase after a couple of months you'll be making 300 to 400, and like every month from there it only goes up. Like once you start amassing a really good following is kind of whenever you become more in demand, you know, and that's whenever they start like competing for you and stuff. That's like where you want to be. um I'm not at a like I'm still just kind of doing this on the side. I don't really make it my whole career or anything, and I don't know if I want to. Like it's a vicious cycle. Like you get into it and you make um a lot of money really fast, and then you're like fuck this, fuck these guys, I'm never going to fucking do this again. And then like 3 months later you're like fuck, I was making money when I was doing it though, and then you go back cuz like you're not hurting for money when you're uh doing it, I guess. And I'm trying to think of any other like really heinous stuff that happened. Did I ever finish that story of that guy? I think I started telling it in the beginning, but anyway, yeah, it was this guy shows this girl, and they were asking a lot of strange questions, which I kind of brushed off because that's nothing out of the ordinary, as I had explained. And then he shows me the girl again, and she's like not moving or anything. She's dead asleep. And he says, she's asleep and you're gonna tell me what to do with her. It's gonna be a sleep fuck. And usually I kind of have been in situations like this before, but X'd out really fast. So it wasn't exactly like this. It was just like I got vibes like I did from this guy. Like this is the first time I ever felt like creeped out and not okay and like just disturbed, you know, like it just kind of puts a pit in your stomach as soon as you kind of get involved with whatever you're in, you know what I mean? And just like the way he was acting was so off. Like the way he was talking was off. The way he was asking questions was off. But I mean, his eyes, he looked like he did meth. He looked like he did meth all the fucking time. And well, you know how their eyes get like sunken and weird and bulgy and they like look like this, like they've been up for 3 weeks or something. He was kind of acting like that, so I just kind of brushed it off as him being on a weird meth bender or something. But then he showed this woman and she was unconscious and he said it was going to be a sleep fuck. And then I just kind of screen cap sent everything to the moderators and next out of there. And like all the fucking moderator said was, we'll look into it. But well, that's my story. If I get any more, I'll tell fun ones. I'm letting some pawn stories build up, so I have more of those. And yeah, I'm finally fucking done with this Vlogmas thing. Fuck yeah, I'm tired. Bye.